the mic, talking day and spilling life, from trending memes to wildest dreams. Girl, did you hear that crazy thing? Girl, did you hear what's going down? We're lighting up this whole damn town. Strange and trending every week. Bestie vibes that'll never peak.
Through the investigation, they essentially pointed at the fact that she did this on purpose. Intentionally.
So you're running out of reasons to believe that this was a not intentional.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, I don't believe that this was a true accident at all. When she kind of comes into play in the show, little thug Kenzie now.
Yeah.
Her demeanor was just like... I don't even know.
So nonchalant, dude. It's like she didn't even care.
Hey guys, welcome to Girl Did You Hear?
The ultimate bestie hangout. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kristen. Today is episode 85.
Made it all the way.
Trucking along, as always. We watched The Crash on Netflix, which is currently in top 10. It's number 1 in top 10 right now. So go check it out. This is a crazy story, and I'm sure you guys have probably seen on the socials because it's a hot topic right now.
Yeah.
There's tons of things about it, but it's the story of McKenzie Shirilla, and the incident that involved Davion and Dominic.
Correct.
Dominic was her boyfriend. Davion was just one of their friends that happened to be with them.
Dominic's
friend. So essentially, they were leaving a house one early morning, and she basically drove them into a brick wall.
Yeah, at 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, foot to the floor.
No brakes.
None whatsoever.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, Davion and Dom were passed away on scene.
Mm-hmm.
She survived. She was in critical condition, so forth. She was taken to the hospital, healed, went through all of that. When they started investigating what was going on, because they obviously were trying to figure out what the hell happened, because she claimed that she didn't remember anything.
She still claims she doesn't remember anything.
Correct. Through the investigation, they essentially pointed at the fact that she did this on purpose.
Intentionally.
Which is crazy because, like, what the like, these teens are out of control.
Dude, it was wild because it's like she had her foot to the floor and drove with like 2 other people in the car and just drove straight through the sign into a brick building. And just like, how big of an argument do you need to be in that situation in order just to be, you know what, F it, and then just smash the gas and be like, you really want to see how crazy I can be? And just
boom,
dude. Because like
that is,
you also have to consider your life may also end. Like, she survived,
right? But
which created this story. But like the fact that like she's willing to also say it.
Exactly. Which is crazy. Like, it's almost like in the moment, if her and Dom were arguing or whatever, because Davion, unfortunately, was just an innocent bystander in all of this. He was just getting a ride home from them, you know? Because Kenzie and Dom lived together.
Yeah, Dom had his own place.
Yeah.
He was 20 and Kenzie was 17.
Yeah. And she moved in with him right when she graduated, you know, whatever. They had been together since she was a freshman, you know. They've been together for a long time, high school sweethearts, you know. They had a very toxic relationship, like most young kids can have. Back and forth, you know, stuff like that. But what was crazy is, like, during the investigation, when they were like trying to, you know, show what type of person she was, they were digging through her social media. They had her phone. They had everything, obviously.
Dude, our phones are our biggest snitches.
Yeah, bro. And there was a lot in there that really showed the kind of person that she was, like, when nobody was watching or no one was around. You know what I mean? And some of them were even found on Dom's phone later on, when his mom brought his phone to the police, and she was like, I think you guys should see these. And Dom was at his apartment. They were having an argument. Kenzie was outside, and she was like talking mad shit, like, she's definitely
like, being
the aggressor. Yeah, calling him a little bitch. Let me the or we're done, like making all these threats, like, and she's
aggressive.
He was really like calm about it. He was like, I'm not trying to do this with you right now.
Which just goes to show that he's used to it.
Right.
That sucks for him.
Yes. And there were some mutual friends within their group that did speak that were also saying and agreeing to her character in that way.
Yeah.
That they had heard little things here and there, and witnessed some things. And then the other girl, though, Rosie, that was in there.
Oh, she was her ride or die.
I did not like her.
Why?
She was her
best
ride or
friend.
die.
And like she was Mackenzie's biggest advocate in this whole thing. Like she wouldn't talk to the cops.
No,
she
which is kind of messed up.
Like,
But like, what was her reason for not wanting to talk to the cops? Her reason that she sort of said was because they wanted to twist everything around about drugs, which was irrelevant because when the tox report came back from Kenzie, she had THC in her system, but she did not have anything else, and she wasn't intoxicated or anything like that. So that's another reason as to like what the hell.
Well, here's the issue
happened
though,
that night in the car.
One of the biggest things about McKenzie is that she was a known user. I mean, she's 17 years old.
She was a very known user.
Using marijuana, which is an illegal substance for someone who is 17 years old.
Yeah.
So, and then she's also bragging about how she's doing mushrooms on her social. So that's the reason why they're like, she had to have been in a mind altered state. There has to be something in her system, and there was no alcohol.
No.
There was no psychosilibins. It was just THC, but she's a heavy THC user.
They couldn't determine if she was or was not high at that time.
Right. Yeah. So you're running out of reasons to believe that this was a not intentional. Yeah. Which is...
Yeah, I don't believe that this was a true accident at all. And it's super, super sad.
The video was wild.
Yeah.
I had to watch the video like 5 times. I didn't get it. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh my God. And then like the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, wait, was there brake lights? And then the third time I watched it, it's so fast. And then it's just like, boop, over. And you're like, okay. I didn't see any brake lights. And then like, it's devastating. And then to see the parents like watch the video or like to listen to the parents' reaction of them watching the video is also
because they hadn't seen it until they went to trial, which was wild too. But like, so
you just see her car just flying down this street.
Yeah.
No brake lights and just
full
straight
speed.
Like, because to lay it out a little bit, it's like you have one straight road kind of, granted there's a little bit of like hills and valleys and a little bit of a turn, which we'll get into later because she blames it on a medical condition that you couldn't really be experiencing that and also have no control of the car.
Right.
But like the road goes straight and then turns right or left.
Right. So it comes like a T.
Right.
Intersection.
And then at the end of this T is like a commercial building.
Yeah. So like right up here.
So she ran it through the sign of the commercial building into the building itself, which is wild.
And there was no, like you said, there was no brake lights. There was no intention on the video to brake, swerve,
slow
nothing.
down.
Like it was literally full speed.
Just
straight. Send it. Jeez. Like she fucking sent it for sure.
Like,
and I wonder if like, I wonder in the moment for her, like we had said,
right.
Like, cause she's also putting herself in that situation. Like,
right. She's totally committed to also passing away.
Exactly.
With this incident.
Yeah. So like, how bad of an argument could it have been? Or like, what is actually going on in like her brain at that time to like have such an impulsive thing to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm taking us all out at this point,
right.
Like I just don't care, like I wonder if she was upset that she was still alive or if she was not, you know what I mean? And like when she realized what happened and like woke up in the hospital, I wonder if she was like, oh shit.
The part that kills me is poor Davion is just in the back, just innocent to this whole thing. He's just like the third wheel in this and does not survive.
No.
Like the kid was not a part of it.
No. So what's crazy is during the investigation, they did a lot of different things to try to determine what happened. So like they did a lot of stuff with the car forensics, and they had like the little black box.
They had to make sure that the car wasn't defective because they found her slippers stuck up against the brake pedal or it kind of wedged up in there. And they're like, well, no, the car bent around the shoe because of the impact.
Yeah.
Because when you
That
hit a
car
brick
was
wall
destroyed.
at 97 point something miles
I'm
an hour.
I'm surprised that she lived, honestly.
The fact that they said her head was like tucked under the dash.
Yeah. I mean, she was
She
pretty
broke
messed
her
up.
neck.
She
Yeah.
had she was pretty messed up.
Yeah, she had a lot of injuries.
You know, but like to live through that is crazy. But also, it's not like she gets to like live a joyous life from all of that.
No.
But it was interesting to see all the different things that they did do
because
with the car.
they ruled out she wasn't high. They ruled out the car was fine.
Yep.
Like the
No
car had
mechanical
no
issues.
mechanical issues.
None. They also determined that during the drive, like they could tell when she accelerated.
When she like turned onto the final destination road where like the turn onto the road was like smooth and controlled, because of course there's like cameras from businesses and stuff. So she's turning onto the road just like
controlled, like normal driver.
Not like, woo, we're having a party in the car.
Yeah.
No, it was like, talking about Jesus or something in the car. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying? And then just
like the car was at 100 miles an hour for a long duration.
Yeah,
and there
she
was
had the
no
gas pedal
indication
down the entire time
of trying to brake.
Nope.
The only thing they noticed was the
steering
shifter
input,
and the steering.
and the shifter went from drive to neutral to drive again. So then they speculate, which makes sense because I've had people mess around in my car before where they're like rip the keys out of the ignition or they'll pop it in neutral or whatever, dangerous, stupid teenage stuff.
Yes.
So like, yeah, I can see someone like trying to get it like into park, slow the car down,
do something,
to
like,
try and like save
in
their
that
own
situation.
lives. Are you kidding me? I would try to do something in that situation.
I would like try to grab the wheel and at least like flip it instead of straight into something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just fucking one yank and something. But like, damn, dude, I hope that I don't believe that it was like, I'm pretty sure it was a very impactful, like,
right.
There was no suffering is what I'm trying to say.
Instant gratification.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunately.
For those poor young men, for sure. So as they're building the case, things are starting to look like this is an intentional thing for sure. And that this is not an accident because the evidence is just stacking up.
It's so hard to deny the fact that like the car says.
Correct.
That all of this data was happening right before impact.
Mm-hmm. The parents of McKenzie, what was your thoughts on them?
I mean, they're McKenzie's parents.
Yeah.
They're acting as they I would hope my parents would act the same way.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But like when her mom was in the courtroom, like giving her statement, I thought that was the dumbest thing she could have fucking done.
I felt as if
like she was not prepared.
She just went in there desperate, unfortunately, and that's what I saw.
Yeah, it was very desperate and not in like a desperate.
It wasn't in like a smart way. No,
it was
and
like
the
a
fact
desperate
that she
dumb.
tripped, and then the judge is like, "Well, just because he wasn't like her best friend, does that mean his life is worth less?" And she's like, "No, that's not what I'm saying."
Right,
in reference to Davion's passing.
Yes. And I don't think that she was trying to say that. But
no,
like,
she
just
wasn't.
was not prepared in what she was trying, she wanted
she shouldn't
to
have.
speak.
I mean, because of course this is like the sentencing hearing where everybody gets to kind of stand up and say, "Hey, this happened to my loved one, and this also happened to me. So this is how long I believe she should be sentenced for."
I just thought her parents were just like I get it. I would also hope my parents would be the same way. But at the same time, they were also kind of just like from things like that were going on, like when the investigator was interviewing people at the school.
Do you think they're too soft on her?
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, like they were, she had a lot of school complaints. From even teachers and like other students and stuff like that. Like a lot. About bullying and just being very rude and, having a mouth on her and whatever, you know what I mean? And that whenever her parents or dad would come to the school, like nothing would ever happen. Like there would be no outside consequences for her acting that way. Right. And so her parents would always make her feel like she was on this pedestal essentially. And that's kind of how she acted like on her socials and stuff too. She was kind of better than everybody and like had this like, entitled kind of demeanor about her, which I also kind of saw even in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Or did you feel the same way? And I was like, ew, that's gross.
Dude, she even acted that way during her interview
on the
for
Netflix
the show.
Oh my God. That was the worst. Like, she looked like a little fucking thug.
Yeah, first of all. I mean, well,
like,
of course she's in prison.
And yes. Yes. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Okay, so the investigation wraps up. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, she's found guilty.
Yes. What I thought was interesting, which I didn't know was even a thing, but in Ohio, the defendant can choose whether to have their trial.
Oh, the bench trial or a jury trial? Do you think
Did
it was
you know about
smart?
that thing?
No. Well, I mean, I've heard of it before.
I've never heard of that.
But do you think it was smart that she went with a bench trial instead of a jury trial? Do you think she could have appeased to a jury of her peers versus one judge?
That's really hard. I think that she chose the judge because she thought that a jury would definitely slaughter her.
Right.
And that she was hoping the judge would have some more compassion.
Right.
Which was not the case.
No. I mean, it's just so hard when like there's so many like hard evidences to saying that like, look, there's no your toxicology report came back that you weren't on any mind altering drugs. The car came back saying that everything was together and right and working before the crash.
Yeah.
You know, your text messages and stuff with your boyfriend relatively before this are very tumultuous and kind of volatile.
Yes.
There's even an instance where she calls, this is so funny because like, according to Dom's parents, Dom called his mom and said, hey, she's trying to run me off the road and I need your help. And so
can you come get me?
Yeah. So mom sends out, I think her brother to go try and find them and, you know, de-escalate this whole situation. And then like the parents are like, no, that's not true. This is their whole point of appeal.
Right.
They're like, we have evidence stating that McKenzie called Dom's mom and asked for help because Dom was like jerking the wheel and trying to make this a dangerous situation. And she's like, you know, this is just basically goes to show how toxic and how terrible. I hate that word toxic. I don't know. It's just so overused.
It is overused.
How
unhealthy.
How unhealthy their whole relationship was. And I mean, I get it. They're only 17, 18, 19 at this time, or just 17 at this time, because by the time she hit 18, she was arrested.
Yeah.
So
3 days before her 18th birthday.
What a present. But I mean, it sounds like she wasn't a treat anyway.
Right.
Like,
and it sounded like she was very controlling.
Entitled
and was, you know, very my way or the highway. And she even said that in a couple of text messages that they showed to, you know, between her and Dom or whatever.
Dude, once they get in your phone, you're fucked.
Which is crazy. Like, that's just crazy that these young kids can just be so, like, I remember being that age and I remember having impulsive, intrusive, crazy rage thoughts in those heightened moments, right? Because you don't really know how to deal with and handle a lot of some situations. Some things are harder than others. Some things are whatever, right? Like whatever the fuck it is. But I never acted on them.
No.
Like, that's called self-control.
Right.
You know? And like, everybody has crazy intrusive thoughts sometimes and impulsive things and like, oh, what if I just do this? You know, what if I just
just kidding.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
But like, that is, to have that thought in like a ha-ha funny way, I think is pretty fucking normal-ish. Yeah. To have that thought in a way, like a, you know, like an evil laugh way, that's...
The fact that she was willing to like let Jesus take the wheel and put her life and
she was willing
others in his hands,
take herself out for
whatever cause she was trying to stand for.
Yeah. Which is wild.
Dude.
Which we know in our teenage years wasn't a very like big thing.
No.
Not something like that.
I mean,
you know?
I can't imagine.
No. I feel so bad for those parents. So she ended up getting, they went to trial. The judge was not nice.
I love the fact that they rolled up on her with 10 cop cars.
Dude, that was pretty freaking funny.
A little excessive?
Yeah. Jeez. So yeah, they arrested her like that. And she was coming back from like a PT appointment or something with her mom. And they got pulled over, which I think is hilarious.
10 cop cars.
And yeah. And she had her phone like filming. And the cop immediately grabs it and she's like, don't take my phone, and starts like running her mouth. And when they tell her she's arrested for
murder,
she's like,
nah,
what the fuck? And like immediately they're like, call the lawyer. And then the dad's like, I think that was a little excessive. 10 fucking cops, blah blah blah. They just wanted to make a big scene out of it. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's a big thing. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
they have a story that they want to tell you that does not paint your daughter in a very bright light.
Unfortunately, no. You know, and that's sad for those parents too, because like, as a parent, like, if Jaden went through something like that, or any of our girls, you know, like I would go through no end to try to protect them, obviously. But I would also have to like come to the realization of like, you fucked up, kid.
They're also human beings and make mistakes.
Like, I'm sorry that this happened, but you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, and like those words were not spoken from her parents at all. Like, it
not
was
on the documentary. I mean, I can't imagine that they went through the whole thing without being a little,
I'm sure,
you know,
I would hope. I'll just say that. I hope.
There we go.
I would hope that her parents would have said some things like that to her. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to just make her feel like she didn't do anything wrong. Because her mom, at the last point, like before, like when all this evidence kept coming up, they tried to pull the medical card
right. Well,
medical
she even
emergency
still to this
card.
day that she says that.
Go ahead.
I mean, she had a medical emergency. She has POTS.
Yeah, and that she passed out while driving. But it's like, but how can you say that when you say you don't remember what happened?
Right.
They're just assuming that could have happened.
I mean, the detectives even say that you can't control your car. You can't be disabled, like be unconscious, and then navigate this road at 100 miles an hour.
Or have your foot at the pedal consistently for 100 miles an hour.
Have this going consistently. Yeah, it's not possible.
It's not possible. You know what I mean? And I don't know enough about POTS to speak on it, but I'm pretty sure it's
a little more complicated
to drive. And I'm pretty sure it's not like you just instantly pass out like narcolepsy.
Right.
Or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I am not an expert. So the judge was not nice to her on her sentencing.
No.
And gave her 15 years each for each kid.
Yep.
Essentially. So 30 years in prison.
Which, I don't know. I mean, do you think that's enough penance?
I mean,
she took 2 lives. Do you think in jail, in the rehabilitation system of our United States of America, do you think 30 years is enough for her to reindoctrinate into society and become a normal human being? After taking the life of a 20 and a 19-year-old.
Well, how old will she be? Like in her 50s by then, probably?
So she was arrested at 18.
Yeah.
So
rounded up to 20, 30, 40, 50. So yeah, like just shy of 50 maybe.
Yeah, she paroles out. Her first parole hearing is in 2037.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. So she's got a while to sit in there and become a perfect prisoner.
A perfect prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Just enough to learn how to
manipulate
work
the system. Yeah, okay. I knew that was coming.
So she can get out.
And do more true crime.
I'm going to go do some true crime, guys. Be right back. I think that it is justified for the families. You know, I think that they were happy with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I think makes me more happy with it. To like, I feel like when the families,
fact that they're satisfied, you're satisfied.
I feel satisfied. No. You know, I tend to kind of like, you know, side with them, obviously, in most of these shows that we watch. But yeah, so at the end, when she kind of comes into play in the show, little thug Kenzie now.
Yeah.
And her demeanor was just like, I don't even know.
So nonchalant, dude. It's like she didn't even care.
No, like her tone, the way she was speaking.
Attitude.
She had like no emotion, like no nothing. Like there was nothing there.
But like that's hard because we also go through all of these stories and a lot of people don't emote the way we want them to.
Of course.
And that's hard to hold that against her because maybe she's just dead inside.
Maybe that's the issue.
But the parents were like, after she got out of the hospital, there's only 3 places she was. She was either at the gravesite, at such and such place, or the house.
Well, that's a lot of guilt to carry around.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. I mean, regardless of whether or not it was intentional.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like that's a lot of guilt to fucking carry around.
Right.
You know, all she really kind of said in the end was like that even owned up to anything was, you know, she's like, I understand that I was the driver of a tragic event, you know, but I was not, I am not a murderer or something like that.
She was literally the driver, like, the orchestrator, and like the conductor. You
were all of the things.
Like you made this tragic event happen.
Yeah.
Like you manifested.
I don't believe her.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe her that she doesn't remember. She says that she doesn't remember after she turns on that street. And I'm like, that's a pretty far way to drive and not remember. Especially if you're not
the morning.
Intoxicated.
Right.
And high on any, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm sorry, but like I've known quite a few people that have been in some pretty serious accidents. Mm-hmm. And there's things that they remember.
Yeah. I mean, at 16, I got into a pretty big car accident and I remember everything pretty specifically. Now, granted, there are some things I don't remember. Like I don't remember the ambulance ride to the hospital. I don't remember, you know, kind of like a lot of like the hospital visit per se. I do remember the lady putting stitches in my head. So there's like spots.
Right.
But I remember
bits and pieces.
Driving, crashing.
Right. Like you
doing
remember
stuff after the crash,
morning, what you did before you got into your
remember,
car,
like the outfit I decided to wear, like
like you remember things, and she still to this day claims she doesn't remember.
She doesn't remember.
I don't fucking buy that.
Are you kidding me? That's
second.
Trauma. A lot of us lock that in.
Well, let me tell you, little Miss Kenzie, if you want to fucking heal from your trauma, you got to get that shit out and just say it. You got to own it.
Nah, girl, she can't.
You got to own it. Own it, or this shit's gonna keep happening to you.
Well, I guess she can't be tried for double jeopardy, so she could say, "Fuck yeah, I took him out."
True. Could you imagine?
She's already been charged with their murder.
Has someone done that before?
I don't know.
We should look it up.
Probably not, because there's probably a wormhole in there that
some sort of clause
accused families can get in and say, "Well, now it's this instead of that."
Charge him with something else.
Yeah.
If it's like within that time frame still.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah. Did you already say that she got her first appeal got denied?
No.
Oh, okay. So she went to jail. You know,
and her parents are fighting. Oh yeah, kind of, because her parents are fighting for it, and they say that the biggest state of evidence is that she has the text message or the phone call from McKenzie to Dom's mom saying that Dom is the one being dangerous, not McKenzie.
Right. But that at that point, that's he said, she said.
Right.
And
they both could have called like Dom's mom in this situation.
One little tiny piece of evidence pointing to Dom, and there's like this much pointing to McKenzie,
the driver
of the vessel.
Yeah,
like I'm sorry. When you're the driver, you're the responsible. Like you are responsible for everybody in your vehicle.
That's why 100%. I hate having people in my car. No offense. I mean, because that's right. You're 100% true. And like, I am not the best driver. I understand this. And so like when there's even other people like, in the car, I'm like, shoot, if something happens and you go down.
And not even if like you make the mistake, if someone
else makes a mistake and you get hurt,
into your car. You know what I mean?
Not the guilt, my insurance. There's a bunch of stuff that gets involved if you're involved. Like it's not good.
It's not good for anybody. Also at the end when Kenzie, God, I just did not like her fucking attitude, bro. At the end,
she crashed a car into a brick building and killed 2 people.
Yeah,
I don't like this lady either.
She was like she spoke to someone off camera and she was like, is that it? Or
I don't want to say too much.
I didn't want to say too much.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, bitch, what do you mean you don't want to say too much?
What are you trying to throttle back here? This is your story.
Say all the shit, girl.
Right.
Like this is your moment to shine.
This is your 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because after this falls out of the top 1, nobody gives a fluff. Nobody's going to watch this fucking show.
No. I mean, someone might.
I mean, we watched it because it's entertaining and it's content.
Yes.
Like and subscribe. But I mean, it's just, this was back in 2000 what?
2001, I believe.
Yeah, she was sentenced in 2023.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
So crazy. Yeah, man.
High school's a crazy time.
It is a crazy time.
There's a lot of emotions,
but
and there's a lot of like ups and downs.
Shit like this didn't happen at my high school.
Shit like this, as in like some girl you knew crashed her car into a building, or
no, but like, okay, we've done a few shows on high school kids having crash out moments.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
no pun intended.
Ends in a lot of stabbings.
That's what I'm saying. Like crashing into buildings.
Well, I mean, they're just using the
classmates.
resources that are available to them. I mean, I don't think I was the easiest teenager to handle, to be honest.
I mean, I know I wasn't either, but I also wasn't out there, you know.
So we survived. We survived being teenagers. Heck yeah. Props to
and we didn't
else.
have any friends that had crash out moments.
Nope. Didn't kind of keep those people around.
No.
I mean, I think in the friends group, I was probably the crashiest one, if you will.
That's funny. I was minimal crash.
Yeah, right. I was like in the medium of the crash spectrum.
Yeah. I could be easily influenced or be the influencer. It could go
fair.
both ways, depending on what we were doing.
Same.
You know?
Same.
So, but yeah, guys, this is a wild story.
It was a good watch.
It was definitely a good watch. I'd highly recommend this one. 10 out of 10. It was entertaining. It was short, sweet, kind of to the point. They didn't really have extra fluff in there.
I love this one. Yeah, there was
which
an
was
episode.
nice.
It was great.
It was
it's an
like
easy hour and a half.
One watch.
Yeah. Tells the story.
Yeah.
Tells a part of the story because there
Yes.
are other parts of the story out there.
Yeah.
So.
There are 2 other documentaries on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just drop the names right here because I don't know them off the top of my head. But it's like a 1 episode within like another type of
series. Yeah.
True crime series. So I'll drop those there in case you guys want to check those out. Also, we've been doing this for 2 years now, guys.
2 years, folks.
2 years. Can
I'm
you
so
believe
proud
it?
of us.
Me too. I'm so excited. Are you ready to do it for another 2 years?
Of course.
And then 2 more after that.
Wow.
2 more.
I would be so lucky.
We also made it to over 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support. We do go live, we do have a premiere every Thursday.
Yes.
7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So please make sure you turn on the notifications for that so you can get notified because we are there in the live chat. We'd love for you to come hang out. Hit that like and subscribe.
Hit it.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
From truth or lies, we'll call it out. They whisper gossip, but we shout. Pop culture queens and headphones